Welcome to the June 8th, 2023 Planning and Oversight meeting. With that, I will go ahead and turn it over to Chair Ms. Conrad to start the meeting.
Roll call, please.
Thank you for holding.
Here, can you hear me?
Yep.
Great.
Here.
Mike Conrad,
Here.
Julie Overmore, Crystal here, Kim Taylor here, Carol Tracy, Beth Boyd. We do have one. And just so everybody knows, Connie Waldrop, she was part of this committee, but she retired, so that's why we don't. So she retired.
You can do that.
I think not on my radar. so-
Everybody's packet has the March 16th minutes. I asked for any questions on that to review it, and if it's not, I'd like to have a motion to go through. I can make the motion. I can second that. All those in favor, say aye. Those opposed, same sign. Conflict of interest disclosure, based on the agenda we have, is there anyone here that has a conflict of interest? Excellent. Okay, Debbie, it's all yours with the grant recipient financial agent report, please.
Okay, we will start with the same kind of expenditures. The WIA one, as of April, we are showing at 80% of the budget spent, and for 10 or 12 months, it's actually 83.3, so we are under budget. I don't know if there's any specific lines that stand out to you, that you have any questions. Hearing none, we will move on to the apprenticeship navigator statement of expenditure. This one basically, it has been updated since the meeting last meeting, where it shows that we did modify the grant, so it now runs through August 31st. And we did move some of the money in between different long budget lines, but the overall budget amount did not change for this grant, so. And we just basically moved the money amongst the budget lines just so that we could report properly. Any questions on this one? Okay, we will move on to the accounts payable report. As you can see, a lot of it is just the normal monthly, weekly, different expenses with several different kind of worker training projects that were paid. And then there was a little bit of travel and one chamber membership. And we paid Memer for the last board meeting catering, but feel free to look that over, see if you have any questions on that. Hearing none on that, we can move on to the key method report. Not a whole lot on this one has changed. As you can see, the direct training expenses well over the 50% that the state wants. We're at 58.2% as of April 30th. The youth in school and then the work experience, as you can see for the 21 grant, we failed the measure for the 50% in school, out of school youth, but we did actually hit the work experience 20% for the 21 grant, 22 grant. We are both failing those, and like we've mentioned before, just because of the amount of in-school youth and just trying to use that youth money up, we don't anticipate hitting those marks for the 22 and up. So, but we're trying to get as close as we can. So, and at this time, the state has not said anything about it. They have the bigger department about this. letting Carol Tracy into the report. Moving now. Any questions on that? Okay, we can move on to the training versus overhead report. In fact, the next two pages, but as you can see, the adult and dislocated worker ones are at 68.2%, as noted on the key metrics. And then for the second page, is the overall total training versus overhead, we're at a very healthy 60.7%. Any questions on that one? Okay, the next one, the MOU billings and invoices. We basically only have one left, which we always know that Department of Employment Security, they have to go through different stuff, but that's the only one we're waiting on. We actually were overpaid in the last month from IACC, so we're in the process of refunding their overpayment. So once we get that taken care of, and probably in the next month, we'll probably receive from IDS, and then it should be done for the year, so. Questions on that? The next item is the incumbent worker training process. And as you can see, we've had a very good year whenever it comes to different projects. We've got a lot of them paid, and technically in the last week or so, we paid two other ones. Big Three Precision, we just paid them another $945 for a semester of training there. And then we just paid 3D printing for $13,555 and 14 hours. So we only have a few projects left that are still open. Okay. And the rest of the grant recipient fiscal agent report, just want to give you an update on BPO and monitoring. It was performed in May, and we had our soft exit conference on May 18th. They've asked a few questions, but we haven't received anything official, so we're just waiting to find out when we'll have our official exit conference, and we'll get a letter and see if they have any issues. So today, they set the private exit, official final exit conference as Monday at 9 a.m. Oh, news to me. So.
They changed it.
They changed it.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. And the last item on this is the new funding. As you can see with one of the attachments I sent, it has something yellow on it. Basically, it's a funding by local work organization area, and that is just basically all of the numbers for the state of Illinois broken down by workforce area in area 23. We've got our line. It shows that we had an overall increase of 8.6% compared to last year. And it shows that we are getting $2,523,714 to work with for the nation. Any questions on any of that information?
I get a motion to approve W report. On the second,
Second.
that's the roll call.
Okay, Casey Porter,
Yes.
Kevin Busher,
Yes.
Mike Conrad,
Yes.
Julia Overmar, Chris Roll. Yes. Kim Taylor.
Yes.
Carol Tracy. Support. Carol's muted. Okay. Everybody.
current LWIA 23 performance.
In March, I reported that we were failing one of the youth measures, the youth credential attainment rate. We've identified one person that will get us to meet that status. So, that is now me, and we're overall either exceeding or meeting all of our performance measures across all programs. So our overall outcome is unique, and that's exactly where we want to be going at the end of program year 22. So looks good.
Program fiscal monitoring.
Debbie and I completed the fiscal monitoring assessment back in April. And out of all the expenditures and things we looked at, there was one finding. It was a clerical error, but it was in violation of their policy and form that they used. So they were missing some signatures on some expenditure to be authorized. So it's not a huge deal, as many checks that they run through, as many things they approve, that's signed. It's just a signature, but it is what it is when it's a policy violation. So other than that, they do a great job, and I wouldn't want anybody else.
Did we respond to you?
Not yet. I asked Lori about it today.
So I just wanted to see.
I forgot. I don't know how. I
got lost.
Yeah, I did. It won't be another finding for not responding in time. But that's it. Yeah, they do a great job, and very proud of what they do.
Can I get a motion to approve Tony's fiscal monitoring reports, please?
So moved.
I will second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Okay, Tony's training program certification.
Debbie sent out a packet the other day with all the training programs that are available for our participants to attend at Lakeland College, LWIA Community Colleges, Eastern Illinois University, and Vincennes University. I think I had Lakeland and IACC go through the programs to make sure that these programs are still offered, or if they have any name changes or hourly changes or things like that. So in the packet that I sent out, those are all the programs that we're going to have available for all participants to attend if they so desire. And every 2 years, they have to get recertified by the board, just meaning that we have to go through them to make sure that they're still legitimate program. And I have done that. Nothing has been added from last year. Some things have been deleted from last year. As you recall, we do have a committee of 2, and I think it's me and Chris now. If in between board meetings, we have a need to approve another program, Chris and I look through it to make sure that it meets all the criteria, and we will approve it totally.
Thank you. Can I get a motion to approve Tony's training program? I can make the motion.
Like a second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Jamie, Adult Education Area Planning Committee.
Yes, so back, I believe it was at our March meetings that we approved the area planning council plans from all 3 adult ed providers in our region. And then later in April, Shannon McGregor, the director of adult ed, submitted a correction that they are adding ESL classes to Charleston, Arthur, and Shelbyville in response to business need and customer need. So she wanted to ensure that We were aware of that correction and it is still in line with our regional plan, so there's no reason for us to not approve it or anything. So this is not an action item, but more, we want to be aware that there are additional services and opportunities for English as a second language available now in Charleston, Hartford, and Shelby.
Any questions?
They're already having this, so Eastern. Through this program.
We've had ESL classes there.
We didn't look in this.
Not within the past, we had GED classes there first, and we hold those on Eastern's campus. The ESL classes were in the Newman's. So we were at Eastern, but just adding some extra workplace ESL learning to Eastern campus.
Any other questions? Not the big one. Debbie, proposed budget?
Okay. Revised budget, after I first sent this out a week ago, I was given a 5% estimation for salaries, but it was nothing set in stone. Well, at 2:05 this afternoon, we actually got the proposed rate budget, and it did not include everything. So, these new numbers include what they are sending to the local board next week. And so, as you can see, the salaries and fringes have gone up to accommodate what they are actually proposing. But then everything below that is what I sent out before. So, for those other items, as you can see, office supplies, we took that down some just because we don't need quite so much. And then we did bump up the travel just because there are. Once we've gotten over the sort of thing, so we did bump those up, took down office supplies, and then the rest of it basically. That's just basically our copiers for our office and then the different staff offices.
Anybody else have any other questions? We make a motion to approve the 23 budget, please.
So moved.
And I can second it, and then the roll call, please.
Right. Gatekeeper Holder,
Yes.
Kevin Butcher,
Yes.
Mike Conrad,
Yes.
Chris Roll. Yes. Tim Taylor,
Yes.
Carol Tracy.
Yes. Did you hear me?
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Okay. All right, thanks.
And just so you know, since this is a revised budget and the packet went out to the board and CEO yesterday, we will send out the revised budget just so that they can have it ready.
Meeting schedule for 23rd. Except for 14th, December, 7th of December, 14th of March, 13th of June.
And if I can add something,
7th of December. Yeah, I'm okay doing it. Mine will start at 5:30, so when we're out.
I don't know.
That, oh, that's this meeting.
Just this meeting.
Yeah.
Just this meeting, on 7th.
Let's go, we're almost done, we've only been here 20 minutes.
Yeah, so as long as we're doing that, we're good.
Okay. I was just going to know, June for this year, we actually bumped it up a week in anticipation of Juneteenth. And so next year, we're going back to normal schedule just because that won't be a conflict, so.
I need a motion to approve the meeting schedule.
Make a motion.
And a second, please.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Any other business?
That,
To do that?
I did include that. I just wanted to basically, since Nate is part of our team, there's nothing really to approve with that, but I did note down at the bottom, we are going to be applying for another apprenticeship grant. So that will hopefully pick up for his duties once this other or current grant does expire. So there's nothing really, no concrete
I
numbers.
printed out whatever you said. so
Yeah, so I got it. With that, we have her chair, Gerald, is ready, we can call this meeting open.
Ready.
They call the meeting to order. Roll.
Gerald Williams. Henry.
Here.
Pat Clay. Mike Conrad.
Here.
Lori Corner. Here. Nancy Curtis. Here. Jason Warble.
Here.
And that's all.
I'm great. I know there's a lot on the agenda, and make sure there's no conflict of interest. Interest with the one. But item. Let's move on. Item 4. Budget. And you've already went over. Does anyone have any questions? Concerning this, the budget. 25.6 increase. And in today's world, with the salaries issues that the world is experiencing. No issue. None whatsoever. Any other questions? If not, do I have a motion to approve the 23?
So moved.
I have a second.
I'll second it.
Yes.
Everybody?
Yes.
Mike Conrad.
Yes.
Lori Corner. Yes. Nancy Curtis.
Yes.
Jason Warble.
Yes.
We might want to approve the meeting minutes from last June.
Probably should do that. It was on the agenda. Let's not draw back item 2 to June 16th. I have a motion to approve it.
I'll make the motion.
Second. Aye.
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 Thank you all very much. So. Here.
Thank you for joining us, Jason. With that, I'm going to go ahead and log off. Thank you. See you Monday.